guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Heather Salter-Purves. I'm a queer fantasy author, and being an author means I am a reader as well. And I am going to be taking part in Becca and the Book's Becca's Spookoplathon. This is a readathon that she's running in October based on Monopoly. And she has a range of spooky prompts. We've got things like Daphne du Maurier, Stephen King, and Mary Shelley. So big hitters in the genres of spooky atmospheric reads. We've got some spooky Taylor Swift lyrics. We've got fictional serial killers as stops. We've got fall treats. Along with the corners being some interesting things like randomizing your TBR, dice roll roulette, Becca Rex, and 6 rolls to cover my globes acronym. And then if I get doubles on anything, if I get more doubles, then I will obviously have to roll again. If I can try and put the Spookoplathon prompt and one of the acronyms together, I certainly will. So I'd love for you to dive on in, see what I roll, and then we can have fun together. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first roll, as you saw, was green. And I think I will go with T.J. Klune's In the Life of Puppets, which is a science fiction reimagining of Pinocchio, as we follow in a dystopian future some people, and they uncover I want to say automaton. That's not what I mean. We'll go with that. And it releases like a call, and it brings the government to where they're hiding. This will be the first time I'm reading a TJ Klune, so I'm really excited about that. And that will also cover my library prompt, as it is an audiobook from the library. Oh, damn it, it's a double. So I've got to do another roll after this. Dice roll roulette was a double, so I will be adding another roll on. And I landed on dice roulette, so I'm just pulling up. So dice roll roulette is where I'm going to roll the dice again, and then the total number of dots on the dice will lead me to a page number. This is all in the handy dandy guide that Becca has provided, so I will be linking her announcement video and her recommendation video down below, where she goes through the whole board for us. So the dice roll roulette numbers are going to be 10. Yes, 10. So a book between 475 pages and 524 pages. Man, that is actually difficult to try and find. So I'm going to go with Legendborn by Tracy Donovan, which is a young adult story where we follow, I believe her name's Bree. She goes to a prestigious residential program for bright high schoolers. And the first night that she's on campus at this university, she sees a attack, and then she's wrapped up in some like a secret society, and it follows Merlin, the Merlin Society. So it's magic and sort of a reimagining of Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. So we'll do that one. Oh, sorry, Candy Corn. And then the next one is Candy Corn, which is a cozy book that's all vibes and no stakes. It's a sweet book. So I might just read my Kindle for some ebook of, oh no, that's a Village and Orange story. Don't know, I don't really read vibey, fluffy books. I am at a loss. So once I have given that a thought, I'll come back and let you know what my Candy Corn book is. The next is a big book, so it has to be over 500 pages. You know what? I don't know if I've got... Yes, I do. Okay. I will start my reread of the Crescent City series, which is the first book being the House of Earth and Blood, in time for the third one coming out in early next year, so I can get to this one and then slowly make my way through book 1 and then book 2, which is on my shelves. The next role was The Burning of the Witches, Even If You Aren't One. So read a book about witches, and I'm going to do The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. So 2 centuries ago there were 3 sisters that were sentenced to death for witchery. Stones were tied to their ankles and they were drowned in the deep waters surrounding the town. For a brief time each year the sisters arrived stealing bodies of 3 weak-hearted girls to seek their revenge, luring boys to the harbour and drowning them. It has been on my list for ages to read, so I am going to get to that one. This is the second last roll. Seven again. The next roll I got was a mood read, so I will see what I feel like when I get there. And this is the final roll unless I get another double. 6, yay! So final roll will take us to... And then because I rolled a double, I ended up on the Mary Shelley square, which is... So my final roll, as I rolled a double, is going to be my owned book for the Globe acronym, which is Project Hail Mary or The Martian by Andy Weir, because I own the audiobook for either of those, and they are science fiction. So the prompt for Mary Shelley was a pioneer of horror back in the day. Mary Shelley is often credited with inventing the science fiction genre. So either read a science fiction book or a book that has science fiction, or even read a book that was written by Mary Shelley. Frankenstein is one of my favorite classics. I do have a few copies of it, even though I'm not a science fiction reader massively. I will quickly have a think and make sure that I have ticked off all the boxes of Globes as well. I do have to read Forest Fall by Lyndall Clipstone for the Double Trouble Book Club that I host, which is the sequel to Lake's Edge, a gothic story. So if you are looking for a gothic read, as that is one of the prompts on the board, consider picking up the Lyndall Clipstone's Lake's Edge. Okay, we're back after quickly going through the list of my Globes prompts and the rolls from Spookoplathon.
Okie dokie.
I have figured it out. I have got Legendborn for my dice roulette and my graveyard, because I have been meaning to read this for a while. I have The Library of the Life of Puppets by TJ Klune, which is my green book. My owned book is the Andy Weir book. It's either going to be Project Haymail or The Martian. I'm not quite sure. That then covers the Mary Shelley prompt from Spookoplathon. I then have book club, which is going to be Forestfall, because I am really enjoying the first book in this month as my mood read, because it is up my alley. It's gothic, spooky, and then my ebook is going to be What Are Friends For by Sarah Sutton, for my candy corn, which is the sweet, fluffy, all vibes, no stakes kind of, which is a romance. And then I've got my series, which is my big book. I'm going to start my series reread of the Crescent City book, the Crescent City series with The House of Blood and Earth, in time for the final book, which is Shadow and Flame. The House of Shadow and Flame, that comes out January, February next year. And then I just have to do The Burning of the Witches, Even If You Aren't One. And that is going to be Shay Earnshaw's Wicked Deep, as I've been meaning to do that for a while. So they are all the books I have to try and get to this month. I may end up reading other books along the way, but let me know which of these roles, or even which of these roles you are most interested in, and what you're planning on reading this spooky season. But until next time, let's use our voices to promote positive change in the world. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.